And we are live, people. What's going on? Hello, family.
Hey Sheila.
Sheila, how's it going? Everything's going well. Everything's going well. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Beginning of another week.
Yes.
I almost said rough week. Well, today was my first day of what they call summer school.
How'd it go?
It was insane. It was insane. But you're not here to hear
To hear about
about my boring
work? No.
work life.
Nope. Sure aren't.
What's going on, Mary? Uh,
Uh,
Mary. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day.
Great.
Huh? So, if you happen to be brand new around here, we just come over here to talk about theme park news or anything that we got in mind that we have been watching around the park. My brother Adrian, how are you, brother?
Hello,
Hope
hello.
everything is okay. Lush TV, another guy, good guy to follow. Um, Mary style. Of course, you gotta retire.
From what, Mary?
You just walked like 100 miles this past weekend. But anyways, in this live stream, we just focus mostly on what's happening in the theme park. You know, things that we have seen, things that people are sometimes saying, having rumors. You know, that we, especially me, that have a lot of contact, have been hearing more and more. I hope everybody got to enjoy the video, the longest video that I ever edited, posted, and worked behind the scenes because
But not the longest video you recorded. Ironically enough.
I almost walked away yesterday from YouTube for a while. But anyway, in that video, we concentrated on a lot of behind the scene things, things that we're hearing, things that were a lot of speculation going on. Oh man, that's good. Edwin just got off work.
Whoop whoop.
Good for you, brother.
Best
Good for
feeling.
you. Um, 52 days, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, Mary. But anyways, that video just caused a lot of frustration. However, I feel that we got into some of the common sense conversation in regards to HHN. Not necessarily that we are 100% right. Already got people challenging me, and I said, "Hey, this is rumors. I mean, there's a reason why I said rumors. But the rumors are that we've been hearing them more and more and more. And it takes me a little bit to do diving. And Adrian, who's here, Lush TV, he can tell you before you put a video out there, there's a lot of research that goes involved. You know,
Right.
we don't, at least we, and I know Lush either do the same thing. I'm sorry, Adrian. We just don't drop things just to drop it.
Or because you hear it from one person.
Or just
Like,
we hear from one person and we just gotta record a video. There's a lot of research that goes into it, and some of the things that I put out there and the rumors for HHN are things that have come more and more and more. And I mean, I even joined multiple Discord groups in order to uh, to give you guys what I've been hearing. So yeah, Adrian says so much research, and you know you don't want to also discredit your contact. Some people tell you stuff. You don't want to say, "Well, I heard from Karen who works on." You can't do that. You gotta be like, okay, you gotta keep digging, digging. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think we did what we could and give you a little bit of speculation per se
right.
of what may be coming. Hopefully, out of everything, I mean, I'll be happy if like even 50% of it is true. But some of the things that we mentioned, they're kind of logical. Only
Hopefully.
only time will tell. But anyway, I wanted to give you another twist. I want to give you an update on what's going on in the park at the same time that we talk about some HHN. So sorry, sorry it took us longer to get it out. Normally I do it on Sunday morning, but
It wasn't
video
meant to be yesterday
video
morning.
got corrupted for one way or the other. But I enjoy making it,
That was a good video.
and I actually, believe it or not, I enjoy editing it the first time. The second time I was like, oh, let me see if this thing is gonna work. I'm praying it works. If not, I'm gonna cry. And Sheila said I thought it was very insightful. Thank you, Miss Sheila.
Hey, Bethany, how are
Bethany,
you?
how are you? Another one of our YouTube members, Bethany. So it's me, Sheila. But anyways, it was a lot that we put in, and it just comes with the territory. I love doing research, and that's the kind of content you're gonna continue to see in our channel and in this kind of live stream, because we're just gonna show you things that maybe you don't have the time to go and research, on your own.
We all don't have the time, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of it I do it because even Karen doesn't have the time. She doesn't have the time to sit down and go through what's happening in every single park, every single day. So, anyway, I just want to start sharing with you some of
The whale?
No, not the whale. Boom.
The
Not that
whale.
one, not the whale.
The whale.
But let's talk about some Epic Universe. So we're gonna mention once again BioReconstruct. Pretty much we got a whole section over here dedicated to BioReconstruct, because not only on Epic Universe, he's just been dropping like normally fire. I mean, the guy is amazing. Look, so this was in May 31st. The number one point over here is the Freno theming at second launch. Two is the foundation of the right tower. 3, recently added concrete forms. 4, right over here, is the frame for rock theming that will extend over nearby building. And number 5 over here is the state of the wood frame roller coaster station. So once again, we're talking some Epic Universe. BioReconstruct is the only person that I know right now that is dropping these kind of aerial shots for Epic Universes. And I mean, thankfully, everybody, especially in Twitter, can can keep up with what's going on with Epic. Because
Right.
honestly, there's so much going on with Epic right now. He also goes as far as showing us the overpass and Kirkman Road extension that is dedicated for Boss Lane and precast. Uh, Boss Lane are precast in the center. So yes, you're like, yeah, Carlos, you're showing me a road. I've been telling you that the where Epic is located as of now. As of now, it is a nightmare. As of now, the traffic is insane. And that's without Epic Universe. So I can only imagine what will happen if they don't do things like this with Epic. We have here. That's our new member.
New gremlin.
Yeah, so
She looks like a gremlin.
we had her since March, I think. Yeah, that's
Carlos.
Malibu.
Malibu.
Malibu, like she looks so innocent, but that dog is incredibly.
She's an innocent little girl.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, when she doesn't fart. They stink.
Miss Sheila says hi, Kalo.
Hi.
And no, Mary, you cannot steal her.
Yeah. So yeah, Malibu is.
I think he said hi, Miss Sheila.
Malibu is insane. But anyway, this is important for everybody to know because this has to be resolved. And I hope whatever they're doing in here makes traffic a little bit better, especially when they decide to open Epic Universe. So
They need to do something.
yeah, thankfully, because of BioReconstruct, we get to see a lot of the things happening. So moving right along with him, check this out. About, I think it was a week and a half ago, over a week. I totally forgot showing you this in the live stream, but this is basically what's happening in front of Minions Cafe. We get to see the
popcorn.
The pop banana.
The pop banana.
Pop banana.
Can't wait to try that popcorn.
So,
it might be horrible, but I still want to taste it.
So yeah, I think I will get my Yes, you have to, because that area is that's Charla, and Charla comes from. I mean, she lives close to that area, so she knows that traffic, and as it is insane. So anyway, this is a pretty cool shot. And once again, Bio Reconstruct is showing us everything is happening, other than this guy sleeping over here.
He's resting.
I
I mean, that popcorn wagon looks pretty much done.
it looks
Popcorn stand.
amazing. Charlie saying, I'm going to get our bikes cleaned up so we can ride, and nothing is worth that traffic. Nah,
No.
that traffic is insane because you're dealing with the traffic in International Drive. You're dealing with the traffic of Universal Boulevard. You're dealing with the traffic of Kirkman. That is, at that point, is all the locals. You're dealing with the traffic of Sand Lake. That is all the local, and now you're gonna add Epic Universe.
You can add tourists to all the locals.
I am extremely nervous about that traffic. But anyway, here's something that we've been watching very closely. If you've been watching our videos, Karen and I've been saying since they closed this thing, we have a good feeling. And I was talking,
Especially now with that shot.
right? And I was talking to Annie this morning about it too, from WDW News Today Universal. We all thinking this is gonna be the freestyle machine, but Karen and I, the minute they close this thing, they're like, I was like, we both were like, they're adding that. There's no way that they're not adding the machines, because as you can see, they're not doing anything over here. This is just gonna be just Minion territory.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Right. So, and it does make sense, Now, unfortunately, that takes away one of our secrets, because in the past, when they had that card over here or the freestyle over here, I used to tell everybody, make this line, and because it's a lot quicker. You could get your sodas a lot quicker than making this long line over here. And yeah, that was my excuse also to get my Jack and Coke, my frozen
Coke.
My frozen Jack.
That's delicious.
So definitely, I hope they don't change the menu over here.
I hope not.
Or at least I hope they bring the frozen Jack and Coke.
I'm gonna assume that they might bring a frozen banana icy or something.
Banana.
Yeah.
That's the only way you might get me watching to come
wanting
back,
to come back before the end of July for when Minion Lands opens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, get ready.
I'm hearing different things. Like I'm hearing that it looks done inside, but I mean outside, but inside still not done. But again, they get. I mean, I have worked in construction before in terms of overseeing design and the construction of kitchens, and I have seen things happening within a week.
Yeah, or like almost overnight.
So you just never know. So I just want to share that with you. This is a detail that I've totally missed. This is from the Minion sign. Check this out. So you have the purple Minion. I don't know. I didn't see this. So basically, he's biting the pipe of the sign, and you can see the teeth mark.
That's pretty cool.
So shout out to whoever created this Minion Land sign. And the
detail,
and the amount of details. The details are freaking insane. So Bio Reconstruct was one of the few people that first pointed these details out, and amazing. I mean, it's just crazy. I love it. I spent a long time looking at this sign because I love it so much. And I totally missed that.
But we didn't look at that. Like you looked in the front of it, not on the side.
Yeah, but the sign is so amazing that you just spend time staring at it. Then he got us this one at night. I haven't seen it at night. Maybe Mary did, but the signage, with the wall already lit up.
That's cool.
With their below. And here's another one. So that's kind of cool to see it at night. This whole area, I am impressed. Normally, you see concept art, and some of the concept art, even from Disney, you're like, looks cool. I don't know. But you don't get excited because you know that during the construction, something is going to change.
Right.
And it may not look the same, but this one is just right on, man.
They've stuck to it.
Mary said, "Yeah, the sign is gorgeous at night, all lit up." This is outstanding. Great job done by Universal. Moving right along, more epic. Check this shot out, Karen. This looks pretty cool.
Looks scary.
So this is the latest track and supports added to the dual racing roller coaster in Epic Universe. This is looking crazy. So looks like a lot of fun.
I was gonna say it looks like fun.
I don't, you know
Yeah.
what? Even though I'm looking at it, when you look at the Velocicoaster and all that,
Start crying.
it's very intimidating. This one, for whatever reason, looks fun.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Or does it? Or
It
does
doesn't. It doesn't look as intimidating as.
you're gonna go to, what is it that they say, 140 feet tall, but other than that,
It looks like it might be like one loop though, like
it does look like a fun ride.
Yeah.
Not a
unlike Velocity.
intimidated ride. This is another aerial shot that I forgot showing you guys, but this is basically the Kid Zone area. So here in the Kid Zone area, you're able to see nothing. Everything has been destroyed, and this
Except-
is the Woody Woodpecker
Roller
rails.
Yeah.
I know that last week we actually talked about a photo shoot from this angle over here, looking over the fence.
I mean, those aerial shots make everything look so much bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is a very large land, and I tell you right now, there is no way. I mean, I may be wrong, but there is no way that by Halloween Horror Nights they're gonna have something
yeah.
open over here. I mean, the most that they could actually do, because they have these buildings they haven't been touched, they probably could potentially put construction walls
And a
along
path.
the side, then create some path
a
over
path, yeah.
here, maybe with some pebbles or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then get you coming straight, so that way you could go behind. But the whole way, you remember how they
I think they're
have
gonna do pebbles though, because
what?
they're not gonna. That's not gonna be easy for people to walk. You know what I mean?
I-
Like they might do like the wood
Or something.
the wood things that they put.
Well,
over.
yeah, or something. I mean, obviously they are not gonna divide, because you remember when you come over here, normally there's a house that goes this way and the other house that goes that way. I'm sorry, the house, yeah, that goes this way, and the other house goes that way. So this
that
way takes you all the way to Curious George. That's not gonna happen. That for sure is not gonna happen. But I can see where they probably could do construction walls this way and that way, and then something's
this way and that way.
going. Yeah, you sure understand. That's your.
Oh, that's my language.
That's
yeah.
your language.
Yes. That's why I'm laughing, because you usually don't use my language.
Yeah, I'm very specific. But I could see that happening, but there's no chance in hell, excusing my language, that we're gonna be using on this area, or this area will be ready. I mean, and this shot actually allows you to see what's happening with the ET,
entrance,
section
yeah.
and why they changed everything to come out this way. So this is interesting.
The whole
because
section.
this
If they do
whole
anything,
thing-
if they do anything for Halloween Horror Night back there, it's gonna be tight.
See, but I didn't even know when they actually talk about the Kid Zone. I didn't even know that this whole area was affected too. I thought it was from here back. So when they shut down the main entrance for ET, I was in shock. But now obviously I see why.
But that whole section, I'm assuming even the SpongeBob stores, Kid Zone.
Right.
Yeah,
All
all
of them.
that. Yeah, all that's
up
Kid
to
Zone.
here is
Yeah.
Kid Zone. But what I meant is like
That you didn't think
I
ET
didn't
was
think
gonna get
was
touched.
gonna affect ET.
Yeah.
I thought that it was gonna push forward. Cecilia is back, people. Oh my God, I miss you. Another one of our YouTube members. I mean, I know you've been watching the videos and commenting, but we miss you. I miss you. I don't know about this one. I did miss you. I noticed that you weren't with us, Cecilia.
Wow.
Out of the entire family members, you can see who misses you the most.
Whatever.
You could see which one of the Cool Case Adventure has more favoritism with you, Cecilia. Like busy with work.
You're just gonna throw me like that, like
You've been thrown on the bus, and
Driven.
the bus have been. So
I do have short-term memory, Cecilia.
Oh,
so
she
I'm
can stay tonight, but you show up at least to say
thank
hi. Thank
you.
you, Cecilia. Thank you. Just know that we miss you. Yeah.
Both of us.
More me than her, but both of
Ay,
us miss you.
Jesus.
Well, thank you for
People have
stopping
why?
by.
See,
But
see
you know
what I
what?
have to put
But
up with.
hold on, Cecilia. Before you go, I hope that you caught everything that I said because Cecilia is freaking intrigued about Halloween Horror Night. She said, I cannot wait until the news finally get released. But you know what? This is what I'm saying, Cecilia. All of this is going to affect the houses. And either they don't use this thing at all, or I can see where they put walls over here and wall over there. And we get to walk here in the middle. So that way we go through what it used to be, whatever the DreamWorks building backlash Barney,
Barney.
and go this way because
Oh, jeez.
we have to make it here. We have to make it there, one way or the other. No online. These are the tents that take you behind the shoot Men in Black. The one that come from the kids zone are the one for the soundstage. Remember where Beetlejuice was, or the Walking Dead at one point.
I don't remember the walking.
So you remember the Walking Dead? You don't remember the Walking Dead when it wasn't that? So do you remember Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Okay, so that soundstage is what's gonna. Thank you so much, Cecilia, for
Thank you, Cecilia.
that super chat. Gotta draw some coffee fund. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Um, appreciate you. Um, yes, the soundstage where Beetlejuice is at is basically when you come this way and they push you this way. That's how you ended up at that soundstage. And then when you go this way, that's the soundstage that where the weekend was last year.
Right.
So that those two basically are gonna take. Blah, blah. That's the only way in years past how you were gonna get. We got access to those two sound stages through here. Our belief, this is me speculating. Here I am with more chismes.
Way to go. Then you're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Dude, I'm gonna be like this. Either this guy is a chismoso. Chismoso means like a gossiper, a speculator. But either people are gonna say this guy is a chismoso, or universe is gonna come and like, who the heck are you talking to?
Who's giving you the info?
Here's what I think is gonna happen. They are gonna be using this over here, which I said it from the beginning. They are gonna be using something around here that is gonna take you through this building. You are gonna go from here to the sound stage, the normal sound stage, the one on Beetlejuice. Once you exit, they're gonna create something that you're gonna go back this way like you normally do, and they may create something over here. Believe it or not,
They might have to close ET
they,
down.
they're not gonna close it here. They're probably gonna expedite this part over here, or this construction. Once this part is expedited, this construction wall is gonna be pushed over here. That way, you get that flow of people coming back this way. But you're only gonna have one house entrance this that way, and then you're gonna use that Springfield gate that we keep saying. That's gonna be your main entrance to the other one, to what it used to be the weekend. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. And how they're gonna exit? Don't ask me. I'm not part of the creative team. If not, I'm just giving them free ideas. You're welcome.
Oh, I'm sure they appreciate it.
Not only a chismoso, but I also give them idea.
Way to go, man.
I'm telling you. And then,
you're balancing it out.
But then these tents, when Mary and us did Mardi Gras, they actually walked us through what it will be this over here, this road over here. It's kind of hard to see it because of the shot, but we walked through this road over here, and those two tents were still over there. So those tents never went down.
I mean, you can tell. Look at how they look.
Correct. Which, my bad. I'm completely wrong.
We
went that way.
Way to go. She's most often saying the wrong things.
That way. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. So we came through here, like a gate that is through here, and then we went that way. So when we went through here, we were able to see it. So automatically we knew like, okay, tents they didn't they, took down those tents. We know they were gonna have it. These two tents are the one that are behind MIB. As you can see, this is the bathroom area from Men in Black. That's what it is. So last year they make us walk all the way from behind between um, the theater, coming all the way here, walking like miles
That was a long walk.
to come all the way here. And then they only open this section to come here. That's how they did it. So, but they're still gonna be there. If you watch our video posted yesterday, you will actually see where we show you the tent that is back there that as the speculation map, the house is a tent. And everybody believes. I mean, that's probably one of the strongest speculation, and maybe people are having wishful thinking
Yeah.
because we all been wanting um, this icon
To come up.
come to fruition, which is remember his name?
Dr.
Dr. Oddfellow.
I was like, oh.
Dr. Oddfellow. So
That's mean that you're putting me on the spot for a lot of things today.
I'm my bad. I'm putting you on the spot to see if you're paying attention.
I pay attention, but you know I
I'm
don't remember things.
I'm testing your short-term memory. That's
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
doing.
it's short-term memory for a reason. I'm surprised I still remember you.
You heard it here first. So anyway,
My short-term memory is not working for that.
once again, thankfully to Bao Reconstruct, we got this amazing shot. So we're able to see this. And then
And then
this is
Oh, and
from Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. So they do have this facade.
oh, I was looking at the crane.
Yeah, that facade, the whole facade is, up. But this is very interesting. The reason why I'm showing you this, basically, this person says still about the same over at Circus at Curious George 2. Basically, this person has gone on and on and on to see if there's changing. He's basically saying, hey, it's the same thing. Then John Murdy, which is this is an important person that we all need to remember. John Murdy is the creative director of Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood.
Oh man!
So
And he actually answered.
yeah, he's on top of things. So he said, "Yep, not letting them go any further until this puppy gets announced." So
They have to announce it before it leaks out anyway.
So they could only hold those facades so much. And talking about timelines and all that, the time is coming, people. It's coming because unlike Florida, in Hollywood, they build facades that people see. Ours is on sound stages, and even the tents that we have, unless there is the one in Fast and the Furious, that's the one that may need to have a facade. Other than that, they could just drag their feet. However, we already know that we kind of share the same concept. Like obviously, we announced Chucky. They're gonna do Chucky. If they're gonna, we have similar houses that they do. But per John Murdy, yep, not letting them go any further until this puppy gets announced. That gives me hope that we're gonna start hearing announcements soon. Because if they don't announce it, it's holding their projects even farther.
Yeah, and they can only hold it for so long.
And more. And with our Universal, June is normal, but right after July 4th, that's when you start seeing props going on those streets for the Scary Zone. So time is ticking, and I'm assuming if we're anxious, the whole team they are behind
the creative
team and the team that put all these
Puts
things
all
together, They're like, all right, come on, people, we gotta go. We gotta go because
Announce it.
we got work to do. So I saw this earlier, and I have to share this with you because I found it curious about the timeline that we put out there. I have the feeling Universal is gonna share a follow similar timeline as the one that we shared with you.
So by this week, we should
And
hear
if
something.
that happens, I want y'all to go to Instagram, Facebook, and say,
The chismoso
Cool
was right.
Case said it. Cool Case was right. Once again, the Chismoso said it. Here's the video, everybody. Watch it. Michila said that your short-term memory is called mom brain.
No, it's both. I have
That's
mom brain
true.
and short-term memory, so it's
Yeah.
worse.
Moms do keep up with a lot of things,
Too many.
especially single moms like Michila. They keep up with a lot of things.
Yes.
At least
Kudos to them.
At least you got me
I
to
do.
help you, or
I'm
give you more of the to-do list.
I'm grateful for my chismoso.
Cecilia said they do seem behind, don't they? Not in depending, not in Hollywood, because Hollywood, the majority of them use tents. I'm assuming those tents have been worked on just like ours, and the sound stages too.
So everything inside probably is being worked on. It's just the facades and the outsides.
The announcement, the more that I saw that they were holding in the announcement, is what it led me to believe. Can they be following the announcements from
the timeline
from last year? And then I started researching and I said, when the heck was the first announcement? And that's when I said June. Okay. I mean May. So why we didn't have something in May? And then it hit me like, duh. They said it on October 31st.
Goofy.
On October 31st, when they announced Chucky with sci-fi and all that, it took everybody by surprise because that has never been done before. And at this point, when I started like thinking about it and putting my timeline together, I was like, it feels like it's moving towards last year's timeline. So that made me even look further into the timeline. And of course, I got people in the community, arguing with me. But you know what? None of us are universal. At the end of the day, they could hold this into August if they want to. It sucks, but yeah, I mean they can.
Yeah, Cecilia didn't like that.
Last year's timeline sucked though. Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
Because they held it too long. I feel if they want to find, and I think we said this in the video, if they want to follow something similar, listen, do 2 announcements this month, 1 this week and 1 at the end, and then don't drag it until the end of July. I mean, come on, you got a total of 10 houses. The reason why they had to somewhat hold it is because in Hollywood, you only have 8 houses. So, you know what I mean? They cannot just do one announcement just for Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studio Orlando and not Hollywood. But if you think about it, they already did 1. If they do 2 this month, that's 3. They have enough to do up to like 5. So do 2 announcements in July and then write 1 in the beginning of August and just drop everything at the beginning of August. Do not drag it onto like 2 weeks before like they did last year, because that sucked. That didn't make sense. But if you want to kind of hold it up and hype it up, I think they should do either 2 announcements this month, maybe 2 or 3 announcements next month,
right?
Just for the heck of it, because you have, again, that will bring you to house 5 and 6. You're still having 2 houses over there and 4 houses for us. So it's, you know what, you can still drop a last announcement, but do it at the beginning of the August, right. And then I think that will be kind of like a happy medium. But I don't know why they're doing it that way when they have. I mean, again, you got. If you want to play by what Hollywood has, you have 8 houses, and then I know they only have 3 Scarison, don't they?
Over there, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're attached to the houses.
Right. Not all of it.
Almost.
They're very similar. But then we have 5 Scarison. So if they want to, they could start 8 to 10 weeks, like every week. For 8 to 10 weeks consecutively, they could actually announce things.
Right.
I don't know why they're not doing it like that. It's crazy. Maybe it's money. Maybe they're trying to,
They're still trying to finalize.
yeah, finalize some
Contracts or
details.
whatever.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be that they're winning. I mean, let's say we get a dream of Halloween Horror Nights. That we get Doctor Oddfellow, like everybody's saying. On top of that, we get the Last of Us. And to make it even better, that I still cannot get people to confirm Stranger Things. People have been they're not saying yes or no to me. For whatever reason, that one is very hush hush, and it could be because of contract.
Right.
And it could be that like, listen, we want to announce the big hitters. So before we move forward, here's promo number 1 and here's promo number 2. We need to
Finalize it. Yeah.
Gap.
We need to close it. But I'm sure they're still trying to close deals.
But
maybe.
I'm hoping. I'm really
right.
I mean, if it's gonna work in our benefit, the fans,
right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but those would be like the key houses too. That the original ones they could start because that's theirs. They could start releasing those.
They could, but remember that may affect their promo.
Right.
Their promo not necessarily is the announcement. The promo, remember, is the different houses for the church. Their other merchandise get affected. They may have a commercial like before pandemic. They didn't do it this year or by pandemic, but it could be before the pandemic. Remember, they used to have a commercial with multiple monsters.
Right.
It could be that. So,
right.
Cecilia said it will be disappointing if The Last of Us doesn't make it. I think it's gonna make it. I think that's that one we could hear more and more about it. Mary said, "You and me both, Cecilia. I think Clicker being the Excursion and Haunted House will be amazing if done right." That and they actually were able to bring Stranger Things. Vecna, man. You got Vecna. I mean, people are gonna be going nuts. And I remember in 2019 when they did that Stranger Things house, that's the only thing that Kyla and Kylo talk about, especially Kyla.
Yes. Kyla wants the Stranger Things house so bad.
If you watch that first video of their first Halloween Horror Nights, it's just like you could see on that kid's face the excitement about Stranger Things.
Right.
And that was in 2019.
And she paid attention to a lot of the details that were in the house.
Imagine now,
right?
The Stranger Things is even more popular,
right?
But it could be that it could be a combination of multiple things that are like waiting, and who knows? That contract might have not gone through, and now they're changing everything.
Right?
They had to change promo. They had to change merchandise. They had to change,
because even last year they've already put out a lot of the merchandise, haven't they? They put a whole bunch of stuff out. Because last year it was almost like every week there was a new new shirt at least, new merchandise out.
Right. It is incredible, but again, I go back to what John Murray's saying. You can see this is coming.
They're gonna have to start releasing because if not, like their construction is gonna be held, and they can't do that.
This is coming soon. But anyways. Either or, we're here
for
it. I'm excited. You guys know how we live through this Halloween Horror Night thing or Halloween content. So, although it's an exciting content, it's tiring because we get to do a lot. So, only time will tell. My bad. You want to read that one?
Draven said, I think they will use the back of the ETQ to access the Halloween Horror Night house. I don't know. I just think that whole section is going to be super tight if they don't do something with that construction. Yeah. Like they need to push the walls down or make a pathway because if not, or they're going to have to close. Does ET usually go down for Halloween Horror Night?
No.
So they might have to close it because I think at that point it's going to become a safety hazard with so many people trying to go through.
Well, do you mean like the people can actually access it during the night?
Right.
No. Yes.
It's usually closed, right?
It's closed, yeah. It's closed. So there's no way, unless that they close it. And I haven't, and forgive me, I haven't been in here. So they.
Good night, Cecilia. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Cecilia, thank you.
105 days. Woohoo!
Unless they close it and there's something that connects through here.
Yeah.
You see?
Because where's the house usually at? In the back?
Back here. The sound station is back here.
Is there like Is there a pathway that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we always take it.
Well, maybe.
When we return, you don't remember? We always walk through this queue line.
Well, I know we worked
Right.
out. I
This-
remember coming out. Yeah.
This over here.
Right. The street.
And then when it rains,
And then we do that floods.
when
over
it
there.
rains, FYI, all of this flood. So be ready. So if this thing connects, which I'm not sure, I cannot be sure. Maybe next time I go, I will on purpose say that I'm going to the right to see. But if it connects, they could do it like that because
Yeah.
the street comes over here, this way, from the house. Then you come over here, and then if it
Yeah.
connects, easy. Then
Yeah.
you exit because all of this is down during the nighttime. So they don't necessarily have to touch this area if this thing connects. So we shall see.
Or they might make it connect. They
Or
might fix
make
that.
it, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
they
think
might.
at that point that might be the safest route for them. And they've used it before too.
Yeah.
So Jeremy said the exit from Beetlejuice was back there.
Yeah, because the soundstage is here. Yes, that is correct. However, when you come through this area over here, and in this area over here, once you walk this way, you walk in through this awning, and this is the
Right.
queue line.
Right.
This is the queue line for ET. My question is
Is that
you know
open?
what? No, yes, it connects because these doors, they are the main door. Now I remember because and Mary, you're gonna remember this when we go with Danielle and Joe, because Joe is another employee in there. Basically, they actually get us through this back over here. So you could actually go through the back. But yeah, so basically what happens is you go through here. This is the showroom. Then go over here, and then you enter the building.
So there's an opening that can go
Right.
straight out.
Right. So most likely.
So you're gonna go through the theater,
straight
through
out.
the front of the theater to come out.
I believe so.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
That makes more sense though.
Because
Right.
the store is over here,
Sorry, so sorry.
and over here you're gonna have the
I'm sorry.
here's the exit door. But here, whatever they're using as the entrance right now, normally that will bring you behind. You know when you give they give you the card
Right.
with your name.
Right.
This door over here brings you over there,
Right there.
right behind it. So basically this is the showroom,
Right.
And this is the queue line before you enter to the
Right.
pre-show. So and this is the queue line. So you can let you walk across and then
come out.
exit. So yeah, they most likely do that during the nighttime. Obviously, this will continue to be shut down. But if they want to use the other soundstage, they either gonna make us come across from here. Well, no, not necessarily. They have to create something because in order for us to go to that soundstage, we need an entrance, and that entrance has to be. You can no longer go this way. That's what I was saying. Normally, that soundstage of Beetlejuice, Draven was referring to, you go this way through Curious George.
Right.
So then they will probably, in my opinion, have to push you this way and then take you there. And then for the other soundstage for the weekend, they'll have to use the Simpsons area. They may take you through the theater like they did with us for the float. They may take you that way through the theater, take you to that soundstage, and then you exit through the Simpsons gate. They could also do that. So you're welcome, Universal. I'm here.
Oh jeez.
All the way into maybe 30 to 40 more minutes to resolve your problems.
Oh jeez.
Mary said the entrance is basically right next to the child swap. Yeah, pretty much. Right here.
We have 2 people that are gonna be here. Marianne's gonna be here
Oh, that would be awesome.
in 105 days. 105 days?
That's what Sia said.
Yeah.
Let us know, Marianne. We would love to actually meet you. All right. So let's talk about this cup.
Mary, yes, that's what I'm hearing too. Mary says all I hear is lots and lots of walking. Comfortable shoes are needed.
Yep.
I think I might need like an extra pair, like Good shoes.
So this cup is gorgeous. If you watch one of our videos, unfortunately, I had to pay for the same price, $17.50, without the
Have
drink.
to.
Huh?
You didn't have to.
But I got the cup without the drink for $17.50. For the most part, everybody who has tried the drink, it says it's pretty good, it's pretty decent. This cup actually is new to us here in Universal Studio, but it's old for the Universal company because in 2022 it was brought to Universal Hollywood. But it's a pretty tiki cup. I like it.
It's pretty.
It's only I was told it's about only 5,000. So once they run out, they run out. You could only find it.
5,000. That's a lot.
You can only find it here in the watering hole. And good luck because those lines are super, super long. And then when you bring the cup back, you get $2 off the new drinks on the menu and $4 on the older drinks on the menu. So that's pretty
That's not
pretty
bad.
cool.
I guess. I guess.
So next time we go to IOA, maybe I should bring my cup.
Maybe you should tell them to give you the first drink to begin with.
I know, right? So
They should have given you like a voucher
they should have given me something.
that says we owe you a drink.
$17.50. Well, they weren't going to sell the cup.
No, I know, but then they should have given you a voucher or something that says
I gave my peace of mind to the manager,
clearly
but we got the cup.
without a drink.
After I say a few words. Also, the FYI, you cannot longer meet the Marvel superheroes in the store because they expanded into a store. It used to be as a meet and greet with Captain America and other.
Mary says the drink was delicious.
Yeah, I know she told me.
In case you were wondering.
Yeah, just like I can tell you, Mary ended up buying this jacket, this hoodie.
Oh, really?
She looks pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
all of these are new. But
Really?
So they extended these into a shop. It used to be a shop before, just like this, and then they converted it into like a lounge fly or more classy shop, and then they shut it down and they converted into a meet and greet for photos, and now it's back to a shop with some of the comic book. Yeah, Mary's the only person who will buy a hoodie.
She is not.
During the summer.
She is not the only one.
It's pretty cool.
She's right there with the teenagers.
So this is located right after you pass the Spider-Man ride in the left-hand side. Yeah. This is another view of what's happening right now with the kids zone area. This is where it was the Woody Woodpecker. As you can see, they actually started putting some wooden wall over here. Nobody knows what's happening. They don't know if it's going to be a new facade for these or simply those construction walls that I was talking about. You know, nobody knows. As you said,
it could be themed for whatever house is back there.
New construction visible in Woody Woodpecker Kids Zone Universal Studio, Florida. So you can see it from there. Once again, shout out to Annie and the team from WDW News Today for all this info. This Mary was able to share pictures with us, and I was able to share it. So, for whatever reason, Universal's trying something new. So they decided to add these privacy bushes for the Velocicoaster about that time.
It probably helps too with the seat being hot.
That and people sitting down just for the heck of it. I mean, but privacy is something that should be more important because at this point, that you know, when you are doing those test seats, you know, you don't want people looking. Although nobody looks at you,
right?
But you feel like that whole world.
The whole world's gonna look at you, yeah.
And you know, some of us may be disappointed at the results. Some people, I
think some people don't even do it because they don't want to feel that embarrassment.
Yeah, we have even seen people crying,
right?
Because the team member has unfortunately on feet. But you know, I like the fact they give you more privacy.
They need to do that to all the test seats somehow.
Yeah, whichever test seat they could do it, might as well do it. Now watch it. Certain group may want to take credit for that too. Because
It's because of us.
because privacy was the main priority of that group.
Right.
All right, moving right along.
Please.
Disney has until 2028 to develop Lake Nona property,
Okay.
but because they own that land,
They can sell the land. They don't have
Right.
to.
so it may be, because I think back in 2021 we took a look at the extensive work Disney was doing to repair the site construct. Yeah, so they have it for a while. Documents filed with Orange County show that Disney can hold onto the property forever, though, and they will be forced to sell or develop the land by late 2028. So they're just letting it sit over there. They're like, DeSantis, no, get out of the government, and then we'll do
And
something.
then we'll start doing something.
Because technically speaking, they don't have to move the Imagineers here anymore because they canceled our project.
Right. I don't think they're coming here.
But they could say, you know what, we're gonna develop more. Since that we got that land, we're gonna build an office to move all the executives over there,
No more offices.
or something like that. Some training facility. The other Disney.
It could make another property, like another theme park. Just have it far from the other. You know what I mean? Like
You
further away.
never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Mary said, it also stops people from sitting. I had to ask someone to move from a Hulk, and his choice was to argue with me about the non-modifier was right next to him. I had to explain the difference to him. Yeah, I don't understand why people just randomly sit. Why would you, in your right mind, why would you, let me come sit here? like,
Those people are entitled.
like out of all the places you can sit, why would you sit in front of a ride in the test seat? Like, that's just, doesn't make sense.
People are entitled. People, we're living in a society nowadays that people think that because they pay this amount of money, they
right now they're not. Right now they're not paying a lot.
whatever they want, So, hey, that's unfortunate. It's like, okay, I'm here for hours waiting for this fireworks show to start, and I chose to be here, and then you decide to squeeze through.
Yeah, right.
Because you didn't plan accordingly. You just want to be you, and you just didn't plan accordingly. Okay, you squeeze through. You're in front of me, and now what do? You put your child
right on your
shoulder, and I don't get to see it. Who in the right mind will do that?
Right.
Only people that are not considerate.
Right.
And then you are put on the spot. Do I tell them something?
Or do I just try to
Or
move a little bit so I can see?
But how is that fair to me?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's been times I'm like, excuse me, you need to. Oh, but my daughter or my son cannot sing. That's not my fault. Were you here early?
Right.
Well, no, that's besides the point. No, it's not besides the point. So I had done that before, but sometimes I don't have the energy to spend like that. Sheila said employee housing will be good use for that property. Yeah, that too. That will be helpful. Not only employee housing, it could be even normal housing for people. They could let you remember. Disney also was developing new neighborhood, like exclusive neighborhood. They have the land now. Lake Nona is an exclusive neighborhood.
They could definitely build another exclusive neighborhood.
They could say, you know what? We built the one in California, one in Arizona. We got this land over here. Lake Nona is exclusive. Let's build it over there. And they could let you charge in Lake Nona. I kid you not. For
an arm and a leg.
A house will cost you starting in the $600,000 to $700,000 for just a single house. They could, and it's Disney, so we're gonna charge you $850,000.
And people are gonna pay it because it's Disney and Lake Nona.
It's not because it's Governor DeSantis, Florida. It's because it's Disney, $850,000. As a matter of fact, real estate are brokers are a little bit upset with the situation.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they
for
were
the
counting on
government.
that.
No, there's people that bought nearby because Disney has that property. So obviously, investor and other people moving from out of state are thinking, "This is Disney. Woo, I'm buying me a piece of property. I want a house." And now that they announced that they're not going to do it, there's a lot of people who are upset. So this is affecting multiple people. Miss Sheila, remember when we talked about this about a year ago about this dream of a trip? Well, guess what?
It's
This
coming.
is coming back on 2024 for $115,000, and it's gonna take you for 24 days around the globe. And
Globe trotting.
I decided to look into comments of people that done it, and people loved it.
I'm sure.
I mean, if you can afford it,
Do it.
dude. If I hit the lottery big time, I will. It will be us. It will be even our YouTube members.
Mary's got that. Mary's got that.
YouTube members will come with us and Mary because she's an adopted
Cool.
Cool Case Adventure family member. If I could pay for everybody, that will be a dream. So incredible. Look at the accommodations and the 9 locations once again for 115,000.
I mean,
So it got sold out last year. I mean, this year it got sold out.
and it didn't take that long for that to sell out.
No,
It sold out quick.
I want to know how come none of those clients contact us, Karen. We need to do a better job marketing ourselves, Karen. But look at that route.
Oh, it would be amazing to do.
That is a cool route, and I think it's in those dates.
Yeah.
But this basically the route for 24 days. Imagine if we could be the travel agents for some of these people.
That'd be amazing.
You get to see the
If anybody wants to do it, let
Yeah.
us know.
contact Karen immediately. Lucasfilm Campus Tour. That's a dream. On
And
its
very
own.
exclusive.
Shanghai Disneyland Tour. Amazing. Then you get to be an animal
Oh,
kingdom, an expert. Where are your 2 children?
I have no idea. Someone's back here.
So I don't know why.
Someone's texting me.
So
No.
can you go over there, please, and take care of your children for me? Tokyo Disney Sea. I mean that I'm telling you, this is a dream of a trip, rightfully so, for $115,000 per person. You get to do this dream trip, and it got sold out this year, so they're returning next year. So, if you are not keeping up with the news, last week they actually released a bunch of information. They actually got people traveling from here to New Orleans to talk about the project on Tiana's Bayou, because they are basically doing everything as is happening in New Orleans. So it says our Imagineering project team continues to draw inspiration from the city of New Orleans for the upcoming attraction Tiana's Bayou Adventure. On our most recent trip to New Orleans, fellow Imagineer John Dennis, Sharida Carter, Ted Robledo, and I were part of ongoing recording sessions for the attraction music. Today, we're thrilled to announce that we are collaborating with the award-winning artist PJ Morton and Terrence Blanchard on the music guest we'll hear as part of this adventure. So they're both native of New Orleans. So I mean, they are getting to that extent. So, and they went ahead and shared even more concept art of the things that we could find in this ride eventually. You might have to check that. including Prince Naveen's brother,
Aw.
who for the first time
Oh.
they're showing us in here. So I mean, pretty good. So um, with the power of New Orleans music, which is amazing music, by the way, we made our priority to properly represent all aspects of the city's culture throughout the attraction. This is why we lean on so many local voices to help bring Tiana's story to life. So that's what the team did last year. I mean, last week they took a trip to New Orleans and they made a media release, which, if I'm not mistaken, Nate, Benjamin Tomorrow was invited.
Nice.
Yeah, by Disney, and he was part of this announcement. Um, Ready or not, Tiana's values coming, despite your feelings on Splash Mountain or whether you're excited or not. This is moving forward, and I'm excited. I love New Orleans.
Yeah.
Princess and the Frog is one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies, Disney movie from recent time, and I'm excited to see. This is based on the Disney Plus story that is coming out
Oh.
soon. So
So we gotta watch it.
we all better watch this. And they showed us even more information because there's gonna be a lot of animatronics being brought up to life. So excited to see that. You know how at one point we all were wondering, are they gonna use the same animatronic because
I think they can use. I think they can get away with using some of them, but
they
not
are.
all of them.
they said that they are using some,
Yeah.
but not all of them.
Right.
So. All right. Um, Going to the I didn't do that subject, um, because the governor decided to be around doing his presidential campaign. In one of the question, I think it was in Iowa, because he's campaigning in Iowa crazy. Somebody asked him, said, "Hey, now that you're doing this presidential campaign, are you planning to back down with this fight with Disney?" And he said, "I'm not backing down 1 inch." That's basically what he says.
All
That's
right.
how he kick off the presidential campaign.
I'm gonna be president. I'm gonna take Disney down.
Well, dude, it's becoming obsessive because I was listening to. So
I don't know.
I'm gonna mention another subject that may be a little bit um, touchy. So I was watching the news. So, and don't ask me even what media asking this, but they ask him, "Hey, listen, a lot of the LGBT community um, has canceled
Mhm.
um,
Coming to Florida.
coming to Florida, celebrating Pride
Mm.
weekend because they are afraid of being persecuted and they feel discriminated." What do you have to say about that? In a nutshell, the dude stands up. Well, he was standing up. The dude comes across and says, "Well, I don't know why they're so afraid. I never said anything against the community. I just said that any location or any person who use these activities to sexualize children or sexualize towards the children will be arrested or whatever the heck he said, you know." And this is why companies like Disney has a problem because they want to use child for sexualization. I'm like, dude, what the hell? I was like, whoa, what the heck does Disney has to do with this?
He's really pushing his.
Bro, I was like, I misunderstood. I said, first of all, nobody asked you about Disney.
Right.
So he's like becoming obsessed. Like they asking about
something. It has to be.
The other day they asking about jobs here in Florida. He mentions Disney again, and their woke agenda. I was like, what the hell?
That man doesn't even know what woke means.
So I'm thinking to myself, first of all, when has Disney sexualized children? Can you imagine? If I'm Disney executive right now, I'm like my blood is boiling right now.
Yeah.
Because you know why you're just you're playing dirty, so now you go on national TV and says Disney is sexualizing children.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Disney.
really stepping over.
That's like completely uncalled for. That's out of
Yeah.
boundary. And he said that, and I was like, "But now, dude, you have become obsessed." So moving on. So you know what's happening. Remember that one of the dude with the funny haircut quit because his wife was named as part of the what was it?
Circuit court, some kind of court.
The federal
Yeah.
Supreme Court here in Florida. So Governor DeSantis went ahead and named somebody else replacing. Oh, this was the dude, Michael Sasso.
And Charbel took
So
over.
Charbel.
They put a girl in there just to balance that out a little bit.
So, but she is the regional general counsel for D.R. Horton Inc. So he currently serves as the commissioner for the Second District
Oh,
Court.
it's a guy.
Oh, that's the dude. Never mind.
Yeah.
But they named somebody else. And let me see. I think that was it. Oh, let me move it over here. Then the judge agrees for a pretrial timeline. So according to these, both parties agree on this. So on June 20th is the deadline for rules conference. The June 26th, the defendant's deadline to file motions to dismiss. The 27th, the rules filing. And August 9th, the plaintiff deadline to respond to any motions to dismiss. So basically, that's the timeline that both parties have agreed upon, and the judge has approved. So just so you guys know, so this crap, we're gonna keep hearing more throughout this. And at this point, Karen, yes, he's asking for it because he has become obsessed, but it's very strategic from this too. Because as he's doing his presidential campaign, if I'm Disney, I'm gonna start pushing so I can make him look like the idiot that he is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he's gonna look bad in front while he's trying to push this thing over here. Things are happening on this side, and he's not gonna look good. And then this is an example of the Epcot after hours. The only reason why I bring this up is to remind you guys that we do have after hours event, and although people are loving it because it's very, very low attendance in comparison to Disneyland, our after hours suck.
Yeah, they're nothing
Because we're being charged, I think, even more money. The last time we checked here in this live, I think we were paying more money
than California.
And we don't even have a theme.
Right.
You do get a event DJ.
Woo-hoo!
You may see the Mariachi Cobra, and you're gonna see rare characters. That's for sure. Disney Photo Pass, that's included as well. And they said included with the event admission. This is all the things that you get to. Where you can find the ice cream and select beverages and popcorn. So it's like a regular after-hour event, but nothing.
It's just like the park's open and you get ice cream and popcorn.
In low attendance.
Oh, yeah.
So you barely,
and it's at night, which is even better.
So so it's from 10 p.m. to 1 in the morning. You barely wait in any line. It is well worth the money. I was gonna
say if you have the option and there's an after event, just pay for the after event. You're gonna like it so much better.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy it a lot better than if you go during the day.
The weather is better, less crowded, and then you get to.
It's $4.
And then you barely wait.
Right.
It's
and
5 to 10 minutes.
Popcorn.
Everything is like 5 to 10 minutes. So,
Mary said, just more ammo for Disney at this point. Yeah, pretty much. I think Disney is just letting him talk so they can. Oh, okay, hold on. On this day, he said this. Okay, like.
Yeah.
He's really not being smart. That part. He's not being smart. Yeah.
He's not being smart because first of all, you don't need to be obsessed. And again, they're testing you. People are testing you because you want to be a president.
Right.
One thing don't have anything to do. So, like, if I were you guys, none of you are from Florida, And if you're considering him or anybody at this caliber as a candidate, the question that I will ask myself, what does Disney has to do with,
Right.
how is Disney benefiting me?
Right.
So if I vote for you as a president, what are you going to do for me? I mean, you're caught up with this whole Disney thing.
Well,
How is this helping me?
well, it's even to the point where if you're gonna be a president, are you still gonna be obsessed with Disney? Like, because then you have two that you can go after.
Well,
like,
even me, even us, Karen, as a Florida resident, how is it fight with Disney benefiting me?
right. But I'm just saying, then if you become president, then you have the nation. You
Ah,
have two Disney, like
right.
two Disneys to go after.
Our taxes are being wasted on a fight with Disney.
That's
neither-
not needed,
Neither Disney or the governor are doing jack for me at this point.
and nobody called for. Like,
No,
and then
I don't care. You know what I mean? Your personal opinion towards that company is your personal opinion, and now it's affecting me as a taxpayer.
Right.
Now is my problem. You may think that they're sexualizing children, but you know what? I'm the parent. Let me make that decision. Why don't you do your job as a governor
you do you, boo.
and work with DCF so that way kids that deserve to be removed from families then get removed from family.
Right.
But why are you telling me as a parent what company I need to follow or not? Because you think, quote unquote, that they're sexualizing children. That's none of your business. Even though that will be your so-called business, how is that benefiting me? Is that giving me more money? Is that saving me money? Is that helping me paying my taxes?
Is that helping
Saving
the kids?
taxes? Is it helping the kids with more benefits? What are you doing to help me with that? You know, your own personal belief and all that and attack. And that's not only him, that's a lot of the politicians. So by all means, I do not think that we're like with one party and not the and because we're the other one. What are you doing? If you're gonna come talk to me about what are you gonna do for me, do not bring. I can care less about what you know.
What Disney's doing?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that President Biden stands tomorrow and says that the new virtual reality goggles that Apple is bringing, he finds that offensive and
It's Disney's fault.
that has nothing to do with
It's like
me.
Michelle said. It's like he sees things that are going on, and blames Disney for it. Yeah, he's pretty much. That's what
That's
he's doing.
exactly what he's doing.
Which is benefiting Disney, like Mary said. More armor for them.
I would have been behind him as a candidate a few years
Right.
ago before he went. Yeah,
Yeah.
us too, because up to a certain degree he was speaking sense. Now he just got lucky because, and he still says this, and then that's another criticism that I believe some, and they're gonna blame it on the media. But you know what? At this point, the media is right. If you hear him talk, he talks about how Florida was ahead of the whole nation during COVID. I mean, how long ago was COVID? I mean, when we passed that, I don't care about that. Do you care about COVID right now? Is your location shut down at this moment?
No.
So why are we
My
talking
location's
about
not
something
ever
that
gonna shut
happened?
down again.
So you know what I mean? So right now he's talking about things that are completely relevant to what's happening right now. You know what? Talk to me about inflation. Talk to me about gas prices. Talk to me about food. Talk to me about benefits. Talk to me about social security. Then you have my attention. I don't care about 2020. It's all past, gone, and nobody gonna change.
Everybody else
that.
moved on.
And you're lucky.
You did great, but let's move on.
No, he's just lucky. He said, "I'll follow the numbers." Yeah, you're just lucky that the numbers work in your favor. You play with people's life.
Right.
That's what
Right,
you did.
right.
Now, one thing I gave him back then, and I still give it to him, he was one of the governors that stood strongly to defend the elderly.
Mm-hmm.
He created policies that protect the elderly, and that I appreciate
Right.
from him because he wanted the elderly not to suffer from this pandemic
Right.
during that time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And because of him and his actions, we have probably the lower elderly affected. You know, especially on the on the homes. That's what he did. He doesn't have any jurisdiction on elderly living in their homes and all that.
Right.
But at least in the homes facility,
The living communities.
the living community, he protected them, and he did an amazing job. And I was one of the first people giving him shout out for that. But now we're past that. We're past that, and you cannot live obsessed. You gotta, as a president, or if you're about to be a president, you gotta. You're not living in the Magic Kingdom anymore, sir. Pass the Magic Kingdom and live in reality.
Right.
Your reality speak louder. Florida, like he said, he shared some numbers that I don't know where he's pulling it from. Where we're at. He's sharing numbers that we're one of the top ones in education. No, we're not. No, we're not. Florida has the highest teachers vacancies in the history. Teachers don't want. Yeah, Siri didn't get it. So teachers don't want to teach anymore. We it's hard. It's hard to teach here in Florida. They barely get paid well.
And what they have to put up with. Whew.
We have one of the hardest living costs right now in the entire nation. So you got a lot of things against you. He just pulling numbers, trying to fool people that are not from Florida on stuff that we know that he's not doing. But anyways, enough DeSantis. But let's start this part over here. If you could do an after hours, do it. And do it obviously for the rights, because you're gonna have a good old time.
It'll be worth it. Epcot.
Yeah, do it like a Magic Kingdom.
Studios.
Yeah, but imagine that you go to Magic Kingdom and get to ride 5 to 10 minutes, do the rides in 5 to 10 minutes, walk out, grab an ice cream, do more, another popcorn, then you do more. You know what I mean? And so definitely worth the money. However, Disneyland is getting the best deal out of it,
right?
Because they're getting theme after hour. Like just I think this week or next week, when they're getting Pride Night for the first time ever, they're getting Pride Nights. So there you have it, an after hour event that is being themed because
the whole issue.
Because of the whole issue with Florida, what Disney did, I'm assuming, but it's taken that way. They went ahead and did it in California, and I tell you what, Pride Night sold out.
I'm sure.
Like that in California.
Anytime there was a Pride event here before that was just like for the weekend or something, it would sell out. Like,
yeah, Sheila said teachers don't get paid enough. I'm talking from experience. No,
they don't get paid enough. And again, what teachers have to put up with, I don't know. I was never meant to be a teacher. That's for sure.
Man, they could give me over $100,000.
No, I would not.
Sometimes my patience is limited with my own teenagers.
Imagine 30 other ones. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Talking about Pride Month, Disney is celebrating Pride Month here in Florida as well.
That's pretty.
Basically, they have photo ops everywhere. This one, for example, is in Disney Springs. But they do have it in Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, everywhere. It is a beautiful display. Incredibly sad. Still, how much hate Disney or the community, even us. If we post something, then we get hate for it too. Just because we posted this video the other day, the amount of comments and stupidity, I deleted a few because I'm not gonna let any of my viewers see comments like that, because that's not what I want for the Cool Case family. You guys are my family. You guys don't deserve to read the amount of stupidity that people write. Now, they're entitled to their opinion.
Right.
I respect, but when you come after me or you come not after my family, you come after my kids.
Yeah, the opinions, like I always say, it's your opinion, and I mean you're more than welcome to it, but you don't have to. Like if you don't if I don't agree with something, I'm not gonna write down on somebody's post.
Look how easy it is. Let's pretend I don't like this. Look how
get out of it. Like
look how I don't like it anymore. Let me switch.
Yeah,
that didn't kill me, right?
Which is the part that I don't understand. There's so many people that will sit in a computer and write such hateful comments and such stuff. Dude, if you don't like it, move on. Like no one's forcing. No one's forcing you to watch. No one's forcing you to read. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. If you don't like it, move on. Life is too short to be obsessed with so many other things. Like if you don't like something, move on.
But
Right.
unfortunately for us, Karen, Karen and I have this conversation all the time. We choose to put our life out there up to a certain
Right.
degree. I don't share everything, because we deserve some privacy, and I'm not gonna put our kid security
At stake.
exactly. However, the minute we post a video, we're open for
No, and I totally
opinion.
understand that. But like again, I mean, even if it like there's some things that I watch some things I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then I don't sit there. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just if you don't like it, just move on.
And it's
People.
okay that you disagree, but be respectful.
Be respectful. Hey, like, hey, I disagree with you guys, but to each his own. Like,
Yeah.
or I don't like, or, I didn't like it. Like, I don't like the collection.
yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like.
I can respect your opinion, but unfortunately, this time I don't agree with you.
I don't agree with you guys.
No
I
problem.
agree.
Thank you. And then move forward. But no, they had
No, you have to be hateful.
The
Like,
name calling, the insults, the attacking to even the kids. I saw somebody, some comment the other day. And I'm like, and the only power that I wish I will never have is the power that I could reach through a keyboard or through a TV and do that, because it's not gonna be pretty. But behind a computer or behind a keyboard, everybody can be excellent. Everybody could be a gladiator. You know what
right.
I mean? But you know what? That's another thing. You gotta respect. You have to. Somebody wrote the other day. I deleted it before Karen saw it. Somebody wrote the other day that we are the reason why people like DeSantis has to step in.
Oh God. Good thing you deleted that.
I try to count them to 10.
I would have counted to like 100.
I couldn't. You're gonna allow that? I mean, first of all, there's no comparison between me and that idiot. Not even in the level of intelligence. Yes, the guy, by the way, he went to like Harvard and all that. I didn't even know that. DeSantis,
Of course
yes.
he
He's
did.
he has a degree in Princeton, if I'm not mistaken, or Yale, one of the two. And he has his attorney degree from Harvard.
He's a smart man.
No, he's book smart.
Right.
He's book smart. Anybody can be book smart. Anybody can sit through and study a book and,
I mean, you still have to be smart to go to
absorb
Harvard.
it. No. You could be, you could be book smart, but you could be street smart stupid.
Right.
And right now, he's not even being street smart stupid. He's being street smart moron. Because some of the things that he's saying and doing has nothing to do with the, you know what I mean? And look how because he has that degree as an attorney, look, that gives him more than empowerment. Like, you ain't gonna touch me.
Right. I know the law.
Bro, you're one attorney versus a whole buffet.
Yeah.
So I just see it in a way that be respectful.
Yeah.
You have no idea what Karen and I do with our children. And you know what? We teach our kids to be respectful. We teach our kids to love everybody. You have no idea how many times the kids come like, but somebody's annoying, bro.
Yeah.
And we're like, no,
No.
that's not right. Because you know that person's background. And you're being annoying because you're lucky. You're blessed. You don't have the problems that kid has. So rather than you pushing people around, you should be more understanding and more open. The amount of things that we do with our children behind the scenes cannot be compared to what people see in camera.
Right.
That's the reason why people because of people like you, that's why DeSantis needs to step in. Let DeSantis step in this household. Let him. Because first of all,
no, you can just put Kyla in front of him. She will eat him alive.
Yeah, I mean, Sheila said if they're calling themselves Christian, they are not behaving as such. I'm a Christian, and I will never say things like that.
Right.
And I believe it, Miss Sheila. I believe it because when we meet you, and the times that we have met you, and the way that your children interact with all of us,
Yeah.
everything is out of love. You know what
Right.
I mean? Um, as a mom, you can see that you always been a hard worker mom. You can see that you had your belief, but you respect others. You
Right.
know, it doesn't mean that you have to agree with whatever else everybody's doing. But the one thing I always say, let's say Karen likes this cup, which she loves, by the way. This is my best friend. This is every time
That's his face. That's actually
that's
his face.
exactly his face. And every time that Karen asks something to my best friend, that's his answer. And was this your mother gift or a Christmas gift one day?
I think it was Mother's Day
It was a Mother's Day.
or Christmas. I don't
That's
know. One
how
of them.
crazy my best friend is, which I love him. He's like a brother to me. And he gave Karen and his wife this
We have the same.
this coffee mug. This is whatever. And this is Karen's favorite coffee mug. She uses all the time in the morning and in the evening. And he compromised to the point that if this ever breaks up,
He'll give me a new one.
he'll make a new
He'll
one
give me a new one.
for because he likes annoying Karen. But Karen loves this cup. But just because Karen loves this cup doesn't mean I need to like it. And let's say Karen says, I love this cup because it says whatever, and I don't like it. How is that affecting me? I mean, am I losing sleep because of it? Am I losing
You're not losing
appetite?
coffee because you get your coffee.
Right? Am I losing money because of it? Am I am I losing my peace of mind because of it?
Apparently.
How is that affecting me? How somebody's preference affects you?
Right.
You know, I think people need to mind their own damn business and move on. That's just my humble opinion. Um, Mary Sikala and Kala are some of the most homeless
Thank you.
kids too. Thank you so much.
Thank
Your kids are beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Michelle. And you're I love chatting with your boys. I love it. They're the coolest dudes, and the things that the things that they come up with is just hilarious. They do. I could tell that they make you laugh a lot too. So anyway, so we talk about DeSantis versus Disney. Now let's talk about the oversight district versus Disney. Don't forget that the oversight, that the board decided to do a lawsuit against Disney. So this one goes through civil court. So they're gonna have a hearing on Friday, July 14 at 2 p.m. Why the heck you want to be these people and go after Walt Disney World? That goes beyond me.
Who knows?
I mean, I will be
And
humble.
like,
I will be humble if a governor, I mean, despite my opinions on DeSantis, I will be humble that a governor will select me for a board, but you have to be stupid to go against the number one company, one of the most powerful company. I mean, Disney, this theme parks company is so powerful that you hear about an accident every so often. Do you hear anything else? Like,
the outcome.
do you hear the outcome? Like, do you hear what happened? You could hear like somebody had an accident, God forbid. Somebody slipped in front of the castle and fell down and hit his head. And oh my God, you hear that for 2 days. Do you hear the outcome? Do you actually hear what happened after that? It's like everything goes hush, hush.
Yeah, it's not a big news thing where they're gonna keep.
Do you really think that you have any chance against Walt Disney World? I think not. I think that look is probably the same look that the judge is gonna give you. Huh? Nope. So, just to recap, the lawsuit is because they feel that, remember when Disney went and make not make changes. I mean, they publicized the changes that we're gonna do, and they gave themselves power for 30 years or something like that. So they basically calling that like a violation of that, which it could backfire on them because this judge can actually say, well, you know what, you changed it, right? Guess what? The bylaw says in the state of Florida that that goes against the Constitution. In other words, you broke a contract that was valid.
You broke it first.
So here's what you're gonna do. You are gonna go back to originally how that contract was, or I am going to fine you because of the. I was hearing attorneys the other day talking about that
I was gonna say you sound very sure of this.
because I'm a
Me too.
researcher, Karen.
Yeah, me too.
I just researched this thing. But anyway, that's happening in July, so there's more to come about that. And Disney, I've been telling you guys, this is the summer to travel to Florida. Mary,
Wink, wink.
3 to 4 weeks, Mary. This is the summer to
Well, she
travel
already
to
said
Florida.
I'm not coming. But then if the Minions open, she might come.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. In the next video on Wednesday, you guys are gonna say why is the best time to come to, especially Universal, but most importantly, even Disney. Disney's desperate. Not Disney. Overall, tourism is down here in
Right.
Florida, and theme parks need the attendance. They're not hitting attendance. So Black Mickey, kind of like in a mocking way, they say, pass holder, please visit Animal Kingdom or Epcot, simply because as a pass holder, I got bonus the entire month to go to Animal Kingdom or Epcot.
Hey, Animal Kingdom is cool. It's a cool park.
Bonus means that it doesn't count.
Bless
Sorry.
you.
It doesn't count against my reservation at all. Pretty much, if it's Epcot or Animal Kingdom, I could select going every single day with no problem. And I still have my 5 reservation. Now, the Blood Mickey goes as far as showing us July. And right now, July, completely empty. By now, this time, normally, you already had the 4th already being sold out. Karen is blacked out for the 3rd and the 4th for
Kind of hoping to lift
for Magic Kingdom
only.
only. But that's how bad in attendance. And we've been
Ooh, maybe we
calling
should
it.
go.
We've been calling it because
Stay the week.
we've been saying you know, the ticket special, the discount on the hotels, everything was pointing towards this.
Are they gonna have fireworks at Epcot?
No.
Huh.
Normally is
Just Magic
Magic Kingdom. And they did it on the
Oh, so
they
far.
did it on the 3rd. That's why I have reservation for the 3rd. They do July 4, Karen. Fireworks on the 3rd and the 4th. And last year we did July 4th fireworks from Universal.
Oh, true.
I did the 3rd, which is the anniversary when we got Harley Quinn.
Right. Oh, yeah. Because
Harley,
you were over there and I went together.
right. Harley's our miniature golden doodle. So Harley,
Be a year.
Karen went to pick up Harley with the kids on the 3rd last year because she
I
was
don't-
blocked.
And nowhere.
And I recorded a firework show, and I was with my friend Andrea from.
The good thing is we're not picking up any dogs this year.
No, we're not. Heck
We have
no.
enough dogs.
So anyway, as you can tell, Disney is like desperate or trying to get their parks full. To the point, the Fantasmic is down to 1 show per night through the entire summer. If you didn't know, I mean, normally we tell you we're gonna watch Fantasmic. We're gonna try to make it to the first show. You know, normally the first show is on what is it, 9 o'clock? I mean, 8 o'clock, or
8:30.
and then the second one is at 10. And we normally tell you we'll be there at 8:30 because we don't want to go there at 10, right? They are so slow that they drop for the entire summer to 1 show. So best time ever to come to Florida right now because they're not gonna hit the attendance. And I think that's it. Hey, is this? Oh. Yeah, I think that's it. Bam! What happened?
That's new too. Disney World Flora and GIF ending August 26th. Outsourcing service to third party vendor this summer. That's big because they used to do their
A
our
lot
own
of money.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, those gift
Uh,
packets are like expensive.
We never done one of those, right?
No, and we're not going to. I can make a basket like that.
This is what Karen is referring to.
I can make the basket.
So the third party vendor is taking over. So beginning August 27, Walt Disney World Resort will transition its flora and gift operation to a new Central Florida third party vendor. As a result, guests will not have the option to add flora, gift, and other related Disney Resort Hotel in room amenities to Walt Disney Travel
That
Company.
means nobody was
package.
buying it.
Yeah, these amenities can continue to be added to Walt Disney Travel Company package that will be fulfilled on or before August 26th. Versus the cruise. On the cruise, people buy it like we did for Christmas.
Right.
So that's something similar.
It's the same thing, yeah.
Right. So they're no longer having it.
In the parks. And the resorts. The
And
resorts.
Sheila said, I used to own a gift basket shop ages ago. Nice.
I used to make baskets back in the day. Miss Sheila, you and I are like, I want to do a shirt and a tumbler business, Miss Sheila. I'm trying to convince somebody to get me a sublimation printer. I'm getting there, guys.
Crazy.
Price went down too.
Anywho, guys, so on Wednesday we got another video for Universal, which is gonna be good too as well. And also on Friday, you guys are live streaming, right? You and the kids. So Karen and the kids are going back to the Magic Kingdom this Friday.
Later though.
Later, it's gonna be more like a noon or no,
it can't be noon.
1 or 2 o'clock.
Probably
Kind of like
2 to whatever.
2 to maybe late afternoon
Yeah.
or the evening. So they're taking you back to the Magic Kingdom to see parades, to see shows, to you got the parade at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So to see, I don't know the I think the show
No,
is 2 o'clock.
No, I think it's like 10 and 12 or something like that.
All right. So
It's
now
early.
the castle
It's early.
show. So definitely the parade, definitely some of the rides. So join them. Join them, hang out with them. I feel like a lot of people kind of like enjoyed the
I
other
think so.
day.
I hope so.
You and Kyla hanging out together, riding cool rides. I was in and out. I'm gonna try to join them after work if they're still around doing the live stream. But I know you'll want to interact more with Kyla.
That's right.
Kyla and Khalil. So
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not a happy husband, so no.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, you sure are.
I need to hit up.
Give me that coffee.
The coffee's gone. I need to hit up Magic Kingdom again after your last live. I saw it. I missed it.
You missed that a little bit. It's okay. Magic Kingdom's big and it has things like hidden things.
You need if you want to see Magic Kingdom to its entirely and enjoy, you need at least 2 days.
Yeah.
Same with Disneyland.
Yes.
Even though Disneyland is smaller, I feel like if you want to enjoy it without being rushed, you need 2 days. DCA, Disney California Adventure, you can do in 1 day, but it will take you the whole day though.
Right.
It's not like half a day and you're out. No, it's gonna take you the whole day. So definitely live streaming Friday, and we're gonna record videos on Saturday
morning. Well, it doesn't matter.
Saturday morning. I don't know. We may do a surprise live stream too.
Maybe
we could from Universal Studios. Mary says, "I've been to MK 4 different times and saw some stuff." Yeah, yeah.
That's because you haven't gone with Cool Case.
You have to You have to. You
did one MK with us.
Well, yeah, no, but you have to go with the purpose that you're gonna do everything or as much as you can.
Right.
That has to be your main purpose, or else. And you have to know about Magic Kingdom or be with somebody that knows about the Magic Kingdom, or else you're gonna be like.
I worked at the Magic Kingdom, but he's better at it.
So it's more like you may have to take a day and say, hey, can we just open the bar and see how many rides can we do, and how many shows and parade can we see, you know, um, up to possibly the firework, and then take that day just to do that. The second day, what I recommend is for people to do whatever they haven't done and repeat the things that they
That they
enjoy
like,
the
yeah.
most. That's what I feel that Magic Kingdom need 2 days. I was about to say Ticos with the kids was a Magic Kingdom, but that didn't count.
Yeah.
No, you have to. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because we're doing a live that day, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. You could do a live, but we just have to basically be there early
Be square.
and then say we're gonna hit rides today.
Right.
That's all we're gonna do. But still, now you're gonna meet. Then you have to try to meet characters too, because there's some characters in there. If you are up for that, and a lot of people want to meet characters.
Right.
So, but the rides, you have to say, okay, I'm gonna take the day just for this, and I wanna live my best life in the in the Magic Kingdom. Pretty much, that's what you gotta do.
Right.
For us, it becomes easier because we already know which rides we like the most, and but we're not a fan per se of the Jungle Cruise, and Karen ended up doing it the other day.
Which I gotta do. Most likely, I'm gonna have to do it again because Kalo wants to go on it. So, but I'm hoping if we do it again, that we get set towards the front or the middle. Because if you sit in the back, you don't hear any of the jokes,
Yeah,
and then nobody in the front's laughing at the jokes. So then you're like, So I was the only one laughing last week.
you sounded like me in the movies.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
I mean, but they're funny. They're corny, but they're funny.
But you get to hang out with Karen at the Magic Kingdom and the kids on Friday, and depending how late they stay, I will join them for some of it. And then Saturday we go, and I got planned for 2 more videos to record on Saturday at Universal Studios, and then we have a chance that we may go live too for Universal. We are on the road for 5K.
Whoop, whoop.
We want 5K by the end of the summer. Is that doable?
That's doable.
Well,
Why
that's
don't you
just
do it for my
like,
birthday.
your birthday is about a month from now.
I know.
We better start working every day if you want to hit 5K.
Oh, well, we are working every day.
No, we better be out there, maybe live streaming more. So yeah, we're on the road to 5K, people. And Sheila said, I hope I can do a day or two in Disney next year. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Man. Me too, Miss Sheila. It's Disney hits different than Universal, definitely. It's just like sometimes people are asking me like, which one is better?
They're both good. Like
I like them for different
reasons.
Yeah.
Depending on your likes and your style, you might like one more than the other one. But we like both of them.
Some people are like, yeah, but Disney for kids. Well, now
They're not really for
I
kids.
may be a big kid because I enjoy going to Disney. Now there's time, I'm not gonna lie to you. If there's time that I could get Disneyed out too.
Yeah.
If I start going a lot, I'm like,
Well, then I start being very picky.
can we go to Universal?
Yeah. Then I start being picky. So
If I go to Universal, I barely get tired of Universal all that way. But sometimes I miss it. Like right now, we've been going to Universal a lot.
yeah.
Especially me. Because Karen gets to do Magic Kingdom every so often, then she's balancing it out.
And then
But
Magic Kingdom.
I've been in Universal. This week it's gonna be 3 weeks that I've been nothing but Universal or Island of Adventure and nothing Disney for me. So I'm kind of like, I'm starting to miss.
You're itching
I'm starting to miss Disney now. I enjoy Disney, but I enjoy Universal's entertainment. But the Blue Dream in Star Wars is my favorite spot. Yeah, I mean they do have difference, and then don't forget the Pina Colada too, Mary.
How can she forget?
The Pina Colada in Hollywood Studios was delicious. Listen, if I go to Hollywood Studios, then I have my favorite things. Like I said this before, I could legit sit down in Galaxy's Edge and geek out over there all day long. Just people watch, or there's a lot of people that are come cosplaying for Star Wars.
Right.
I love it. I could see even the few characters that they have roaming around. I enjoy watching that. I go as simple as enjoying, and you do the same thing. When we walk to the Magic Kingdom and we see people's reaction because they either love the park so much, B, they haven't been there in a while, or C, is a kid or an adult that has never stepped their foot into
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Oh my God, that for me is more
Their
valuable.
faces are priceless.
I watched them and I was like, for me, and I'm not even an employee, a cast member, and that made my whole day. And then I just normally I look at the kids and I'm telling them, "You guys watching this?" Yes, Dad. And they're already saying, "Yes, Dad. You know, I know we're blessed, we're lucky." Yes, I want you to remember that.
Right.
I don't
Right.
don't forget that. I get so excited for them. We seen people cry, and then Karen and I we're like all teary up, and we're like, "Oh my God, we're about to cry with them."
I think that was one of my favorite things of working at the Magic Kingdom, seeing the little ones and people for the first time, how they react when they see the castle or they see Mickey for the first time.
Maybe for the first
Yeah.
time, or when
Or the princesses.
the parents take
Yeah.
the babies for the first time. I mean, and they're like as excited.
Right.
And I
There's a lot of emotions when you go to
you don't
Disney.
and not no offense, you don't get to see that in Universal.
Right.
You,
Right.
You don't get to see that
Right.
magic. That's the
Right.
whole that so-called Disney magic.
And you really see that more at the Magic Kingdom.
Right.
You don't really see that a lot in the other parks, unless they see Mickey or somebody like a character, but like that walking up to the castle look that people get, you only really see that at Disney, and I'm assuming at Disneyland it's the same
The
thing.
holidays vibe,
Yeah.
either for Halloween or for Christmas, there's like nothing.
Right.
I mean, and Universal does an outstanding job during Christmas, by the way.
Yes. Entertainment at Universal Studios is like top
By
notch
far,
right now.
By far.
Top notch right now.
Magic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, huge Harry
Right.
Potter fan. You're correct. There
And a Diagon Alley, because I don't know that you
Yes.
see it a lot at
so it's similar to that, but more,
right.
but more because when people think about Florida, they think Disney. You know, they see
I think
Mickey Mouse.
I think Universal could do more if they had characters inside of to get that actual like that big spark of reaction. They would do more if they had characters
Yeah.
there.
We seen them too in Diagon Alley, and you know how they're looking at the
Yeah.
dragon. I mean, and Diagon Alley or Hogsmeade, they're just breathtaking. Man.
Yeah.
They're like they did such a great job.
Yeah. The
And
castle show and
I
all
like
that. Yeah.
it. Like, you know, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but you don't. Have you ever seen me complaining about going to Diagon Alley?
Mm-mm.
You will never see me complain. That I love the architect.
Architectural aspect.
Yeah, aspect of
That.
yeah, what she said of Diagon Alley. I love it. And when they decorate for Christmas too,
Right.
I'm like, oh my God.
And the dragon at night.
They transport me to a different world.
Yeah.
But take that and step
And
it
multiply
up, multiply that by more notches.
Yeah.
For Magic Kingdom, because when they see that castle, and you see people like, oh my God, and they like
Yeah.
this, and their reaction, and they're walking Main Street, which Main Street is beautiful, and they're like, they don't know how to react, and they're like, and if you go to Disneyland, it's even better because Disneyland the characters are roaming around,
Right.
so they're like, oh my God, Mickey,
Yeah.
oh my God, the castle. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, how lucky I am.
Right.
To number one, being blessed to experience this multiple times, and I love seeing those people reaction. Right. I get excited for them, and I just it puts a really big smile, and you could tell the cast members love that.
Right, that's the best part. I think
if
that's
they
one of
see it,
it's really truly one of the best parts about working at the Magic Kingdom.
Especially cast member on Main Street during the day in the morning. Those are like the seniors per se.
Right.
They are accustomed to see that reaction, and they love that reaction. Right. And that's when you start seeing the magical moments, and you know the characters go the extra mile. So I will probably cry when I finally go to Disney. Yeah, I rightfully so, Michelle. I'm not gonna.
You've never been to Disney, Michelle?
I'm not gonna. I think she's been, but it has been a while. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Michelle. There's times when I see decoration over there, I want to cry.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god, they did amazing. Like I'm even.
I'm not gonna lie.
speechless.
There's time the fireworks like touches a special place, and I get like all
Hey,
teary eye.
Glory, how are you?
So even the fireworks
Hopefully you're doing well.
has a little touch.
Well, Magic Kingdom.
And then I think then sorry, but then the parades, when you see the parades and you see kids and parents, that's when you really like the
Magic
extra.
Kingdom for a lot of people is Disneyland
Disney.
for me.
Right.
For me, Disneyland, and I said it over and over and over. The fact that Walt himself walked those streets alone, I cried the first time.
Right.
I legit stepped to Disneyland, and I remember when we were gonna record the video, I had to take time to
Right.
just compose myself
Right.
because I couldn't hold my
Right.
tears. And I kept saying, Karen, Walt slept in that apartment.
Right.
Karen, Walt used to walk away. I guess that she'll still. He used to sit over there. And then we're looking at Main Street. Walt used to walk every morning to
Right.
check every single ride and attraction to make sure that it was up to par.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
And
that?
the feeling that you get as a cast member, if you work at Magic Kingdom and you get there in the morning when there's no guests, that is such an amazing. And if you're closing and there's no guests and you get to walk through Main Street and see like because all that stays lit up, so it's amazing. The feeling that you get as a cast member when you're there when the park's closed is amazing.
I mean, Sheila's never been.
I mean, Sheila, we gotta fix that.
I was 7 when it's first opened. Wanted to go everything. We gotta fix that.
We gotta fix that, Miss Sheila.
We'll figure something out. It is like no other. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, and you can tell that's the reason why there's so many people like me who become so passionate and we get angry. We get super angry with Disney and we vent out because we love Disney and we love the Disney product. We're Disney fans. And that's why I call them in their BS all the time, you know?
I can't, but
However, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there are times that I'm even when they decorate for Halloween and Christmas, I spend time. Even I don't care if it's the same decoration as last year.
right.
It's been already 11 months that I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna enjoy. And you see me walking, you see me watching. There's times that we say goodbye to you guys if we're in a live stream, and I just told Karen, can I take a moment and look at this and walk around? And she's like,
And I'm like, no.
She's like, no, that's fine. And then we walk, and they keep saying, why are we not leaving?
Can we leave yet? In their defense, it's usually a school night.
Gloria said, I'm great. Thanks. Just wanted to say thank you so much for all the content you all make. Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
I love the channel. You have a beautiful family. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the support.
We appreciate the support. And as long as we get people like you, we are going to continue to move forward to creating not just that content, better and better content we got willingness. We're not stopping here. Sometimes I want to stop. I'm not going to lie to you, but when I'm about
I'm
to
usually
say,
the one that says, "Take a minute, take a minute."
But you know what? Sometimes when I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm burnt down," all that. There's somebody like Gloria, nice like Gloria, who drops a comment.
I don't know where.
I don't know where.
Right.
I kid you know, it always happens. That I'm frustrated. I want to give up. I don't see numbers. You know what I mean? All the content creators, we go through the same crap. I'm not gonna lie to you. And we're like, oh, this is not working out. I'm killing myself. I'm not sleeping. Blah blah blah. And somebody as kind as you, Gloria, go as far as dropping a comment, just like you did. And sometimes, and I'm just sharing this with you, whether you do it with us or other content creators, you have no idea, at least for us, how much that means. Because every time I'm about to throw the towel, I read somebody's comment, I'm like, you know what, it's worth it.
Right.
I'm like, all right, suck it up. Let's make it happen. Figure it out. Blah, blah,
Suck
blah,
it up,
blah.
buttercups.
You know, and even yesterday when I couldn't pull that video, I stepped out after 12 hours to ask Karen, and I said, I'm just gonna work out. I need to clear my head, and one way or the other, that video is going up because we owe it to our viewers. It doesn't matter. At this point, I don't care if it gets 5 views. We have a commitment with them. We're gonna honor it. and I'm not gonna sleep until that happens. I'm gonna figure out a way to put that video out.
You sure did.
And I sure did. And we had plans and all that, and I canceled. And then we moved one of the plans later
We move forward one.
because I had to get it out. Because the fact that you guys spend time watching us, for me, is enough. And that, I don't care if it's one person, two people, or 5,000 people. My commitment is the same. We're gonna continue to move forward.
Correct.
There are hard days that we're exhausted. There are hard days that we're like, in the theme park all day.
Yeah.
And we're
It's
tired.
not. I mean, recording videos is not easy,
No.
and doing lives is not easy either. But I find I rather do lives than not
I'd
do
rather
videos.
do videos.
And you rather do videos. So I think that's a good balance for the both of us. But we still do it. We still have fun. We still enjoy it. And like this, like the Friday when I went with Kyla, we saw the parade 3 times. We weren't planning on seeing the parade 3 times. We just happened to see it 3 times, and the 3 times we saw something different. So, and something that we didn't catch the first time. So.
And the
That was
fact
cool.
that we get to share that with you guys, because once again, we're blessed and we're lucky,
Right.
and you guys are able to see it and enjoy it.
And we get to spend time together
that's
as a
the
family. Like
And
that Friday was a girls' day. It was Kyla and myself.
the best part about the live is that you get direct interaction.
Yeah, and that's the part. And that's the part that I like.
Because sometimes when you put a comment, sometimes I'm like, all right, I'll answer it later, and later it could be 2 or 3 days when I remember, because I get sidetracked. Over here during
It's
the
immediate.
live,
It's immediate.
I love doing that over and over, because then we connect as
Right.
family, and that's the part that I love the most about live streaming. This I understand, but now you help people like me make it through hard day and always put a smile.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. That just meant
That's
the
all.
world. That just meant the world. Thank you so much. You just made my whole week.
Yeah.
You just made my whole week. Thank you so much for saying that. That's very kind of you. And that's our goal. Help in any capacity that we can, whether it's with our expertise
Right.
on how to help you to get what to do that is easier for you,
Our silliness.
or put a smile on your face. If our silliness helps you, hey, that means the world to us too. And I know it means a lot to the kids. The
Yeah.
kids, if you ever meet the kids, you will never. The kids still get surprised when they get recognized as the first time they ever got recognized.
Right.
And
It still shocks them.
4 years.
I mean, it shocks
after,
all of us. I think every time we're walking by and somebody recognizes, we're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. The kids will the first thing that will tell you, I can't believe people watch our
Right.
videos. And I keep it that way because I want them to remain humble. Or when people say, kids, you have no idea how much you help me with our children, they're like, really?
Yeah.
And I want them that way, so that way they realize that they're contributing,
Right.
and they remain humble. And that's another reason why we continue to push with them, because they need to understand the meaning of work.
Right.
And how hard it is to obtain
Anything.
anything. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You're such a sweetheart. Anywho, guys, we're gonna cut it short. It's been a little while, and Karen still have to do some stuff, and
As usual.
as usual. Again, stay tuned. Video Wednesday, live stream from Magic Kingdom on Friday, and more content coming for you guys. Cannot wait. Love you so much. Seriously, appreciate all your viewership. Awesome.
Yeah, love the
comments,
support.
your
So
love,
thank
the
you. Thank you.
support. Everything that you guys do for us is completely, it really
Appreciate it.
fulfills us
Nice.
as human beings. So thank you so much. We love you, and then we catch you in the next one. Have a good week,
Bye.
everybody.
Have a good night.